There's a man on deck with a scar-cut grin, salt in his blood and smoke on the wind. One eye on the storm, one hand on steel, and the sea herself knows the wrath he deals. He don't speak much, but his silence bites like a shark below in the dead of night. When the black flag climbs and the timbers groan, you'll pray to the deep when he comes aboard. Hoist her high, lads, let the war drum sound. There's death in the spray when he comes around. Right hand, oh thunder, left hand, oh flame. The devil's first mate knows no shame. Yo-ho, roar, let the cannons roll. He's iron in flesh and storm in soul. When the captain laughs and the red skies part, hand stands ready with a blackened heart. He's walked through fire and powder rain, seen men fall and rise in pain, boarded kings and butchered pride, left broken crowns in the turning tide. He knows the ropes like he knows a blade, knows what fear and blood have made. A beast in boots with a sailor's gait, the sea's own curse in a first mate's frame. When the bottles break and the deck runs red, he'll stand where lesser men fall dead. No trembling hand, no backward glance, just smoke, steel and a killer's dance. Hoist her high, lads, let the war drum sound. There's death in the spray when he comes around. Right hand, oh thunder, left hand, oh flame. The devil's first mate knows no shame. Yo-ho, roar, let the cannons roll. He's iron in flesh and storm in soul. When the captain laughs and the red skies part, hand stands ready with a blackened heart. Not all men seek the captain's crown, some keep the ship when the sky comes down. Some carve their names in splintered mast and live in the tales that outlast the blast. He's no lord born in velvet halls, no saint that kneels and softly calls. He's tar and grit and a heart-set stare, the kind of man born from salt and war. Hear the chains drag under the moon, hear the gulls cry out their tune. For every soul that crossed his wake, fed the hunger the oceans take. He stands beside the bearded flame, not for glory, not for fame, but for the roar, the raid, the fight, for the savage truth of a pirate's life. Load the guns, break the line, cut the ropes, take what's mine. Storm the rail, split the mast, live like thunder, die too fast. Hoist her high, lads, let the war drum sound. There's death in the spray when he comes around. Right hand of thunder, left hand of flame. The devil's first mate carved his name. Yo-ho, roar, let the black sails fly, with smoke in his lungs and fire in his eye. When the captain roars and the sea turns dark, hand strikes first like a hellbound shark. So drink me, lads, to the men who stand with salt in their teeth and blood on their hands. For some men rule and some men fade, but legends live in the first mate's blade.